Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel today on a chilly Monday morning in Adelaide. Back on the 17th of June I did a video review of 3 of my mini DV camcorders, and I said I actually had 4, but I didn't know where the other one was because I couldn't find it in this room. But it was only just down here under my nose, buried underneath something, and I found it the other day. So I'm going to just show that one to you today. It's a little bit different to the other 3. It's a Panasonic, but it's a little bit quirky, and I got this because my wife was walking around the block and went to a garage sale around the block, and she come back and told me this camera was for sale there. So I bought it, and it did have an instruction manual with it as well, which I've got in a box somewhere full of instruction manuals, but I haven't dug that out this time round. But I will, because there's a couple of things I don't fully understand about the camera. And so anyway, without further ado, this is the camera. It's a Panasonic NVDS5 mini DV camera, digital camera. It's a bit bigger than the other ones. And one of the interesting things about it is that it's got quite a, if I open this up here, I'm going to push that in there and pull this out, it's got quite a large screen. That's, you know, twice the size of the other screens on my other cameras, and it's nothing on the side here, and it's quite bulky. I managed to find the battery charger. I didn't think I could find it, and I found it yesterday. And I charged up the battery. I've got 2 batteries, but one of them doesn't seem to work anymore, so I'm trying to source another spare one. So anyway, I'll just shut that again, and this is where you turn it on. Down here you can see those controls there, so we just put that in the on position now. You might be able to see that, and there's a light come on there. And to actually change the camera from the camera setting to the VCR setting, this button just up here, you just press it and it switches you over to that's now set on the VCR mode, to playback mode, and if you press it again it goes back to red, and that's the recording mode. And of course there's a recording button over here where you press it. Now, because this screen is so big, it eats up a lot of power, and they recommend on the top here that it's best to use this thing with the screen shut. And what you do to open this, and there's a colour viewfinder in here, so what you do to open, you slide that out there like that. I can just see, so there's a spot there, you put your finger on there, you slide that out. You've got some controls up here to stop and start the camcorder, and you can lift it up like that. You've got a focusing ring here, it's on either side actually, so you can actually focus the actual screen, and then that way, if you use it like that, the battery doesn't run down so quick, because this big screen must chew up a lot of power, and they recommend that you don't use it. So it's got limited uses. The problem with this camera is that when I was trying to find a battery charger, I couldn't find it, but I found it yesterday, was that doesn't seem to be any input points where you can actually run a power cord off the mains power into it to charge the battery, or even run the camera through the mains, which is a bit limiting, but there must be something somewhere. But it's a bit quirky. To actually open the camera, where are we? On the side here, there's an eject button. See that eject button just there? You push that up, and out comes that. That came out, and we'll get a tape, little video tapes. Of course, these mini DV tapes are pretty small, and we just push that in the side here. How can we best show you that? That goes in that way, those wheels facing towards the camera, goes in there, you push it, and there's a pad here. You've got to push that shut to make it lock. So, oops, hang on, got the cord caught up in it, I think. Something's caught up there. So we push that shut, now it's in. So now you can hear the camera engaging, sorry, the tape engaging. I'll just rewind a little bit. I've been using this tape on all 3 of these cameras just see if I can wind this back a bit. What's going on there? Pause, rewind. We want rewind. Silly me, now I know why it wasn't rewinding. I had the this set on the recording instead of the VCR mode. That's why it wasn't going backwards. So I'll just show you, perhaps I can get this going here and show you a little bit of vision on the screen here, what the screen looks like. There we go. You can see a little bit of the screen there. That's some video I took with this yesterday. Nice big screen. So the camera works well. So we'll stop that for the moment. I'll just close it down. I'll turn the battery off because it's draining the power. I'll turn the camcorder off because it's draining the power. And I want to show you this other quirky thing. It's this thing here. And this is a panel that fits on, or a unit that fits onto the bottom of the camera. And you've got a video out, an audio out, left and right. You've got phones, you've got S-video out. And over here you've got digital still picture. And over here you've got an edit terminal. So I'll just show you those things there. So you can plug this into your TV and do some editing with it, apparently. But nowhere on there can I find an input to put power into it. Anyway, on the bottom here there's a little a winder there. So this actually goes in, you can see up here, there's a slot there that goes into that slot there. And this bit here, you can see the bit sticking out, that actually goes in there into that slot, fits on there like that, and then you wind it on. So there you go. You have this sitting on here to do whatever you want to do with it. I must get out the instruction manual and work out a bit more about how this works. But it's a quirky little, it can do still pictures, you can zoom in and out. It says it has a 100 times digital zoom. I don't know what the optical zoom is, but it certainly zooms in and out. Got a little zoom switch up the top here, on there. You can just see that there probably. And what else is there? There's the eject button. And on the top here, you've got the menu button. You've got a volume control. And you've got a still focus, a focus button, and a still photo button there. So I haven't actually learned how to use those yet. So there you go. It's an interesting little camera. Certainly I wouldn't recommend it if you had one of these. I'm going to try and get another battery for it because these batteries are pretty old. One of them's not working and the other one is, but it loses its charge pretty quick when you, particularly if you use the screen at all. So I'm going to try and get hold of another battery and just test it out a bit. All four of these cameras that I've been reviewing, the ones that I did back on the 17th of June, and also this one today. I've got one of those cameras for sale on Adelaide's Gumtree at the moment, or Australia's Gumtree at the moment, but I'll probably end up putting up at least 3 of them up for sale anyway. So comment if you wish about this camera. If you can tell me a bit how I might be able to get some power into the camera without having to use batteries, that would be interesting if someone's familiar with this camera. And if you know anything else about it, and if you've got one or used one yourself, please let me know. So anyway, thanks for watching, and like if you like, and subscribe if you wish, and I'll see you next time with another one of these quirky cameras possibly. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. So here's the actual battery charger for this camera, and it's quite bulky. Panasonic Video AC adapter. So it says it's an AC adapter, and it's got a DC out terminal there, but I can't see anywhere where I can connect that onto the actual camera, or onto that base of that camera, which is rather intriguing. So there you go, that's the AC adapter for this Panasonic video camera. So if anyone else can comment about that, please let me know as well. Thanks.